Yes. Whoa. Are we live? For Survivor? Season 47, episode 12? Are we? Are we switched over? Yes. Okay. So, good. Guys, if you don't know how this works, welcome to Mirror Domains! And this is my full live reaction for Survivor Season 47, episode 12. Now, that being said, this is just the... if you haven't seen this from me before, I can't show you the entire show here, guys. Copyright reasons. I'll do my best, though. Kyle voted out last time. Let's just turn on the audio here, and we'll get underway. That's just the recap. Now we get to the fallout. Genevieve was able to hold on there just long enough. But her days are numbered, right, Genevieve?
A big part of the fabric of season 47.
So Kyle's demise was because Sue didn't like it. Sue didn't like him.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
No, he wasn't. Yeah, Sam was gonna try to make a play to get somebody else, like Genevieve, but the only person I really want is Rachel to win, I think. I don't think I would be too upset with Teeny winning either. Caroline, maybe I would be okay with winning too. Sue, no, I don't want to win. Andy, Genevieve, no. I don't know. But Sam has got to put something together here. Otherwise, he'll be going home. Relevant Cola says hi. Chris Rober says hi. How's it going, everybody? Still don't have my full voice back yet. I've been trying, guys. I've been working it out. Actually went to the gym this morning, so that's a good sign that I'm getting back into better health. My shoulders are killing me, especially right here, because I did a couple of shoulder exercises. I like to isolate the shoulders, do each part separately, like the front, middle, and then the back, right? Back here. And yeah. Anyway, here we go.
2/3, that's right. Okay, let's let it.
So Caroline and Sue are on cloud 9 now.
Is as close as Sue and I. I wonder if sometimes.
That's awfully presumptuous. Presumptuous. So she rubs dirt on her face to be one with the island, huh? I'm guessing that's not why. I think she's trying to, she's embarrassed. She's trying to cover up some, trying to make it less obvious about. Okay, so she is looking for idols.
Survivor is complex and messy and crazy.
She stinks, right? You can't be dirty like that, because that means that you're not getting in the water, right? You're not washing yourself off. Oh.
Still be friends after this. Maybe forgive me, because I'm really sorry, honestly. That was
How long is this episode? It's the same. That we're both still in it.
My claws and teeth, and now I'm just a house cat. They're
Unfortunately, Genevieve, you were the architect of your own demise. Like, she did this to herself, going after targets that really didn't make a whole lot of sense other than to her.
dunk for you, and then you come back and tell me that's a threat.
No, Teeny can't beat Rachel.
But like, they just think
So
they
Sam and Genevieve are on the bottom. And is there any way that they can throw a wrench into this? Because it looks like from this, Teeny, Rachel, and Andy are tight. I don't see, unless somehow Genevieve gets through to Sue or Caroline, I don't see how any numbers for her are going to be swayed in her favor. Yeah, Rachel's got the block of vote and she's got an idol. Locked and loaded, Rachel is. All right. Ooh, good. We don't have to wait long for a challenge this episode. Oh my God, that's a long. Listen to the music. Very electric.
Series of obstacles and retrieve a ball.
How many balls? 2 balls?
2-level perch.
And then you got to put those balls on a perch. Food. Italian food. I'm having Italian tonight. Not really. I'm just having pasta. Yeah, except my bolognese is coming out of a jar tonight, so that's why I'm saying I'm not really having Italian. Tiramisu. So this is just reward, guys. This is not immunity. Here we go. What do you think those bags are? 75 pounds? 50 pounds? Pushing them a little too easy. Yeah. Sam? Yeah. This puzzle thing. You kind of have to bat it through the netting, right? Come on, Caroline, get over it. She seemed to have trouble getting over that log.
You can go from the bottom.
Genevieve, can she make up ground?
Rachel now going to untie that second ball.
She got a little charge out of that, saying, hearing Jeff say that.
Four people in the third stage.
Rachel?
Teeny through the
Teeny?
net tunnel.
That's a long way to crawl underneath there, huh? And that'll take a lot out of you. Unless you do it like the way Sam is doing it.
Through this net.
Yeah, he's a little bit more upright. Sacrificing his elbows. Oh, wow. Good hustle, Sam. Caroline and Sue haven't won anything, have they? Like, I mean, in the individual part. Sue's been close, hasn't she? Did she win immunity once? Ooh, Sam almost won it. You gotta be delicate.
Nice victory for Sam today.
Yeah, it would be a good. But I don't think it would be enough to sway any favor in his direction. Because you're going to be able to pick people to go with you, right?
Sam is on and off.
Oh, Sam got it. Okay. Wow.
Fun finish.
Pizza and pasta. I'd have pizza over the pasta. Any day. Spend the night. Genevieve's really down on herself, right?
Letters from home.
What?
Hmm. One person. Does he take Andy?
Nobody wants to miss out on the letters, Jeff.
Yeah, they've always been a big factor for people, right? In this.
There's one person here that I promised I would take on a reward.
Okay, so yeah, he took Andy. Yeah, I thought that he would take Andy. I mean, they've been together since the beginning, right? But I interesting pick. Original Sin trailer, Clyde Phillips added the element of Dexter. Okay. I never watched Dexter, so.
Without Genevieve. So I'm gonna pick Genevieve. Genevieve, come.
And Genevieve, okay. This is an interesting pick. I would have maybe taken Rachel. It's because you want to take her out from working with the other people, right?
So what impact does this have game-wise, if any?
Jeff.
Just me one way.
Wow.
And so I
Teeny's
think it-
really really changing, right? Holding a grudge like that. That was an interesting exchange there that Jeff had with her. She's wearing it a little too much on her sleeve, right? Yeah.
It's like you just don't want to do it. And so as hard as it was to leave,
Yeah. I don't know what as they said, anybody who you took, the people behind are going to be upset. So if, let's say he took Rachel and Sue, then it would be Genevieve and Andy back at the camp going, oh, why didn't he take me, kind of thing, right? Yeah, an overnight reward. Yeah, I understand how the letters are emotional, but I never understood why it would be such a coveted thing. It would be kind of like, I know my loved ones love me, so it's kind of like I could go a month without talking to them and we're good.
Dude, it means everything. Yeah, man. There are probably
Yeah, well, easy there. Is that the red wine or is that the? He wasn't drinking it like wine. He was drinking it like pop.
don't know this yet, but I talked to Andy this morning and got a little intense. Keyshawn was like one of my first. On all
Yeah.
of the connection, and like I wish I learned.
Those are heavy.
So she doesn't like it.
And it's my fault. Like I chose to have.
Yeah. I don't know, Genevieve. I questioned it when you made the call to get rid of Keyshawn in Rome. Husband? Genevieve.
Mistakes can be fixed, especially in Survivor.
What? People aren't allowed to be happy, James? Oh, it's just you forget sometimes that these people have families outside, right? Yeah, Andy's had a bit of a journey on this, right? Remember when he started out, he was like almost ready to quit. He was like really like coming apart at the seams, but he's been able to pull it together, put together some interesting plays within the game. But when he was flip flopping back and forth, just trying to endure. Would I be okay with Andy winning?
I feel like I should give myself a second before I say things I'm gonna regret.
Oh, she's hot. She's hot. So Teeny just felt like she was entitled to have it. I don't know. I never watched Dexter. I really can't say too much about it.
We just have to worry about any advantage that they.
So if Teeny's driving this to get rid of Sam, It's putting a target on her.
I think he's just always been like popular.
Oh, wow. Teeny, you're letting out a lot of demons here. Oh,
Like, I'm
God.
sorry.
What is this? Teeny, stop it. You're jealous, Teeny. I couldn't read that at all.
Take great joy in.
I really like this form.
Me too.
If this is the final four? I don't know.
In a
I would
positive
be
way.
in a positive way. I would be.
Did we just get a new final four?
Smug face. I just can't.
That
I can't.
smug face. Oh my God. They're getting a little, really vindictive. Where are they moving that log? Who needs men? Oy. Well, the species does. I never understood that argument from feminists, where it's kind of like, we don't need men, kind of thing.
For the rest of this game.
I don't conduct much business.
Beanbag chairs. I can't sit like that on a beanbag chair. Like straight up. It's a weird alignment for my back. I had to like lean back in it.
There is no chance. So what we have in our favor is that we have
Wow, and he's giving up the goods. So he's making the play that he wants to make it with them. Does Andy think that having Genevieve there will be kind of like, well, people don't like her, so they'll vote for me instead?
to require.
Yeah, this is a pretty big scenario that they're thinking up here. Operation Italy.
Of season 47 of Survivor, and we're calling it Operation Italy.
Well, I do like a good, elaborate, devious plan. Let's see if they can break through this full group of four. So what's the best case scenario for Operation Italy to succeed? That either Sam, Andy, or Genevieve win their immunity. But if this is the second last episode, hold on. 31 minutes in. I thought we were going to maybe get a double elimination this episode. Because it's going to be down, it's got to be down to the final 5 for the last episode, right? And then you get 2 bumped off really quick to become the final 3. Whoops.
Operation Italy.
This is fun, though, isn't it? Operation Italy. So we're 32 minutes in. So this is why Genevieve was making the idol. We saw this in the preview from last week, right? Whoops, sorry.
Made. Becca. Merge.
Time is bad energy because they pitched me hard.
Yeah.
They brought me to wine and dine me and try to like make a vote for them.
Wine and dine. Well, if they were drinking wine like that, then I could see how that.
I'm most afraid of the idol.
Did you know if they
He's putting on a performance, isn't he? Andy. And if they pull this off, this is going to be something that will be talked about in Survivor history. One of the big things that'll be like yeah, remember in 47 when Operation Italy happened?
If we were to decide that
So what they're hoping is that the 4 that aren't there, Caroline, Sue, will vote for Sam, and Teeny and Rachel will vote for Genevieve. That's 2 votes for each, right? So it doesn't matter. It seems like a good plan to the 4, but then Andy, Sam, and Genevieve will vote out one of them. So there'll be 3-2. It is an interesting plan. I don't know if it's going to unfold the way that they want it to, though. But I like how this episode has been edited to showcase that to us, right? As a kind of like something we can cheer for, or if you don't like Andy, Sam, or Genevieve, which you know how I feel about Genevieve, it was kind of good to see her have some thoughts about it, right? Like she realized that no, this maybe wasn't the best way to play. So I gained some respect back for her, a lot actually.
Thank you.
So this is almost kind of like it doesn't really matter if the plan works. Then it's kind of like it doesn't really matter who's going to win immunity here. It doesn't matter. It obviously would be better if Sam, Genevieve, or Andy won it. Moving a skull.
And 3 of them.
There seems to be a motif of balls this episode as well. God's sakes.
Shall we get to it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And a spot in the final 6.
No, 7-6. Okay, yeah, no, I don't know. Genevieve getting dialed in.
Let's beam, and you have a ball on a.
Yeah. You just have to go across once, right? Here comes Sam.
Have their double-ended warrior.
Okay, that's an interesting maze. He's just pushing it through. He doesn't care if it's a dead end or not. Come on, girls. Yeah, you got to push it, but then you also got to go up through the maze. Yeah, if you can push it hard, that's better, right? If you give it a good whack at the bottom, it moves further along. To a tiny dimple. Jeff, you're talking about balls and dimples. I don't know if I like that mix. Yeah, you got to learn how sensitive it is, right? First. Yeah.
Learn it. This can go quickly.
Well, she is focusing. Sam, you got to slow down a little bit, man.
Andy now going to be in on
Just
the penalty.
this is all about finesse, pretty much, right? Yeah. Genevieve, this is going to be hard. Oh no, she's getting it though.
This is first.
Yeah, it looks like it's really hard for just to balance it on the one ball, the paddle. Come on. Got it. Rachel. But I've been on Team Rachel since pretty much the beginning, right, guys? She's got a chance. she win it all, and I would have no problem with Rachel winning.
Out of this game, you will have a spot in the final 6.
Where are we at? 41 minutes. Yeah, she did. She did have a rough entry. She was on the outside when the merge happened, right? She was scrambling.
Seven will come to an end. 12th person voted out, 5th member of our jury.
It's a setback.
We know for Operation Italy's the number one target, but then you just take out the second one. I would take out Caroline or Sue. I know Sue. Sue would be interesting to keep around because you could just say she just wrote the coattails of everybody else. She didn't do any big plays, so I think they might use her for that. But I would take out Caroline or Teeny for sure.
Might like hell get there, and you got my vote.
My
And if you go, I would love to do Caroline instead.
Yeah.
We have to pick between Caroline and Teeny.
So I read it pretty much perfectly there. I said Rachel or Teeny, or sorry, Caroline or Teeny, right? Because of the reason I said, because Sue is somebody good to have, just to say that they didn't make any plays at the end, right?
The drink in the move, and he plays the most pivotal part. I don't want to.
Teeny wants Sam, and they want Genevieve.
Flush out Genevieve's idol. The only
Teeny, she's out for blood.
She's gonna walk out the door, and Sam's still gonna be.
Okay, so they're gonna try to corroborate Andy's. And they're buying it. Look at her. Look at Teeny's face. She's like, I don't know. Andy comes in for the save.
I gotta live at the sanctuary.
And so I'm thinking.
Yeah, they maybe should have had Genevieve out in the go very obviously go into the woods and look up trees and stuff and have people see her look up trees, because then they could have, then this part of the plan would have played out a little bit smoother, saying that she found a clue. So she bought it. How do you guys want this to go? Do you want to see Operation Italy unfold without any wrinkles? Or do you want to see them get foiled? Like, the only one that could really foil it here is if Andy doesn't switch, if Andy's just playing them, or if for some reason somebody who said that they weren't going to split the vote doesn't. And that would mean that you might get a tie and people would have to draw for rocks. I don't know. How long is Tribal? Tribal's 10 minutes.
I'm writing down strategies. Look at me.
Oh, Caroline has never seen her name on parchment, huh? No, none of the four are smoking it out, though. I want to see if Rachel, what her thoughts on all this is.
Completely, but like didn't see anything
Okay.
there.
I never like the going through of other people's bags. James, have you seen the horror movie called Little Bites? No, I haven't. I heard about Daddy's Head. I don't have Shudder. Now Sue's talking about playing an idol for Caroline.
I still have my idol.
Okay, so Sue's starting to throw a little bit of like suspicion towards it.
And we can play. Basically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is why Rachel has so much power. It's throwing enough doubt in my mind here in this deliberation here between Sue and what Rachel is saying there. It almost sounds like they're not going to have enough gas to push Operation Italy over the finish line. And it's kind of like if Andy gets wind of that, like it's not going to succeed, he may not go with that plan to maintain, his place, right? He doesn't want to lose trust within the final five, even though he'll be on the bottom of that five. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to tribal. I'm thinking, I don't think it's going to work. I think they smoked it out. Rachel went over the numbers in her head, and something wasn't adding up there. Maybe they were a little too obvious. Interesting, though. You see this jury come in. See the jury. Sierra. See how tight Saul's pants are this episode. God's sakes. Here we go. Oh, good. Saul's not wearing any pants this time. Kyle?
Walk me through how that went at the sanctuary.
Yeah, I mean, it was all of your wishes.
Yeah. Longer question.
Before I knew it, I put up like a little wall to make it easier to think.
Is she trying to
strategically.
give like a confessional here? Maybe declare that you've got an idol here, right? To say, guys, I got an idol tonight, and I'm playing it for myself or for Sam. And depending on how you guys all talk, I'm gonna not play it until everything is said and done. But it's going to be played tonight, and it's going to be played on either me or Sam. That way, you would still try to maybe entice people enough to make that split vote again more even, right? Instead of dumping like 3-1.
Teeny, you have the reward on.
Any situation. And so, not being
Because I think Jeff is trying to smoke out Teeny's sour grapes here, right?
Sue, the words from Teeny and Caroline certainly sound.
Foreboding, yeah. So Sue's not hiding behind it. She's like, yeah, we were. Bull by the horns.
Pulling forward, and that's what it did for me.
The second one is, how do I get to Final Tribal Council?
That's a little long-winded, Teeny. That was a lot of information Teeny just gave up there. Yeah.
What's really going on? Like, where's the catch, right?
Wow. Andy.
Wow. Andy reacted to that, what Teeny said there. Wow.
Same time, I don't think everyone feels secure. And
Yeah.
Powerless feeling tonight for me.
Try and make happen.
I don't know, Jeff. Is there anything left to say? It's
Time to vote. Sue,
time to vote.
you're up.
Basically, as soon as we see a third vote for Sam or Genevieve, then we know that Operation Italy didn't work. But we're going to see Sam's name and Genevieve's name. I'm guessing Jeff's going to start with Genevieve's name first, and then it'll go Sam, Sam. And then if there's a second Genevieve, that's when on the fourth, it'll be Genevieve again. But if it's not, he'll say, on the fourth reading, he'll say, next member of our jury.
Italy really is a thing. Either way.
This is tough. I don't have confidence. Dun, 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 dun. Sue's not going to play hers. Yeah. Why would you?
All right, I'll read the votes.
Wow. Okay. So here we go. Genevieve. No, Sam. Now Genevieve. Yeah. Remember, as I said. Okay, so they put Caroline. Okay. So now it'll be the fifth vote. It was going to be 2 votes Sam regardless, and 2 votes. So it is split. They split. It may work now.
Vote Caroline.
Caroline.
vote left.
It'll be all in Andy. Does Operation Italy work, Andy? Because this will be big if Andy did this.
And the fifth member of our jury, Caroline.
Wow, she's shocked. She is shocked. So Andy did this. And Andy's now in a really strong position to win this game.
It's been an honor playing with all of you.
Because he came up with the plan. He says this is how he knows, because he told them straight up, we do not have any chance of changing their votes. You can't talk them into a situation to flip. Here's a play that we got to do to make this work, and they executed it. Wow. I thought Caroline was like a dark horse to win after Rachel, but I guess not. She's going to feel that one. And so is Sue, because Sue did talk about playing the idol, right? Wow. So it worked. That was cool. That was fun. I'm kind of almost, she's happy. Did you see Genevieve smiling there? She's like, okay, we pulled a fast one here, guys. So now it's 3 against 3. Now it's 3 against 3. But now you know what you're up against. And now it's kind of like Sue's been kind of exposed here as to, you're just the person that's going to be there in the end to say, well, you came and you're the coat tail rider for this one. You didn't make any big plays, but Andy's got a case to make a big play. Yeah. Two-part. Next week, huh?
In a grand conspiracy.
Oh, Genevieve and Rachel
Into class,
throwing down.
and we're
Yeah.
gonna see who comes out alive.
Wow. It said 2-part. So it is 2 more. It said December 18th there, right? Yeah. Well done, Sam, Genevieve, and Andy. Well done. Well done. Okay, hold on. So did that say on the schedule? Yeah, so Rachel has to play her block of vote in the next tribal regardless, right? Okay, yeah, so the 18th is our last day. So we got 2 more episodes basically. It's technically the finale, but it's really, we got 14 episodes instead of 13. Because usually on the final night, like on the 11th, which should have been the final night, they play like 4 hours of it, right? They play the 3-hour finale and then the post-game show. That was one of my favorite episodes in a long time, actually. Just because of the way that Operation Italy unfolded. And I'm a little taken aback here about how I've switched on Genevieve, because she realized that she was down, that she was out, and then she used this. She realized the error of her ways. She told us as the audience what she felt about it, but then she was like, okay, we got to put that aside. Let's try to put together a play here. But I'm thinking Genevieve is also going to get out Teeny. So think about this, guys. On the Red Tribe, Genevieve has been responsible for taking out everybody. If she takes out Teeny, right? Aisha was kind of like, okay, and you had to go. So for the first person, you don't really put a pin on anybody, but she was behind Kashan, Rome, Saul, and Teeny. That's, wow. If she gets out Teeny, we'll have to see. All right, so good episode. Yeah, that was interesting. It's very interesting. Operation Italy. All right, do you know when you're watching episode of Hell's Kitchen next? Is that up tonight? Today as well? We may do that in 20 minutes or so. I got to reset, and I have to make a thumbnail for it. Let me see if that's up on. CTV. Sticky situation. Yeah. So that's up now. Yeah. See how last week there wasn't one? Or because it would have been on the 28th, right? So, all right. So sticky situation is up there. Might as well just roll right into that one. Yeah, we'll do Hell's Kitchen next. So let me reset the stream, find a thumbnail. I'll put that up, and then we'll get into Hell's Kitchen. So give me like 15 minutes or something like that. All right, guys. If you like Survivor, come join us for that next week. And then I'll see you in a little bit for Hell's Kitchen. You're watching Mirror Domains.